Back with another one. Today I'm going to give you a really quick review and a few of my thoughts on A Quiet Place Day 1. Yeah, and I decided to update a few things with these reviews, so if you see some new stuff, I hope you like it. So A Quiet Place Day 1 is directed by Michael Sarnowski. He directed a film called If, which I believe is still in theaters right now, and he also directed a film called Pig, which starred Nicolas Cage, which came out in 2021. So A Quiet Place Day 1 stars Lupita Nyong'o, Joseph Quinn, Djimon Hounsou, and Alex Wolff. And whereas part 1 and 2 take place in more of a rural, back countryside parts of America, part 3 takes place in a modern day New York City. Right off the bat, that introduces a new risk factor that we haven't seen in the first 2 movies. Like, it's one thing when you have a small family trying to protect each other and stay quiet amongst this alien invasion. It's a whole nother thing when you are in the middle of a big city. Everybody's freaking out, mass hysteria, chaos everywhere, adapt or die. So I like that risk factor that was introduced right from the beginning. And right before things started to escalate, I liked how the movie gave us a small little fact at the beginning, basically saying how New York City operates at a 90% sound frequency majority of the time. So right off the bat, that creates fear factor and raises the stakes, because we know New York City is a loud place. And you know you can't be loud, because if you are loud, you die. So, alright, so personally, I feel that Lupita and Djimon should have been the main focus of this movie. Those should have been the 2 characters that this movie was centered around. They both are an incredible talent, and they have a way of showcasing their emotions, whether it's verbally or non-verbally. And in a movie where you can't speak, you have to be silent, you can't make any sound, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Like, they should have focused on that more. They should have had more scenes together at least, you know what I'm saying? Lupita and Joseph did a good job, they was cool and all, but Lupita and Djimon, that was it. That was the one. That was the one. And another thing I was surprised by is the fact that Djimon didn't really have that many scenes in this movie. He didn't really have that much screen time. You would think that because he was in the second A Quiet Place, he finally, I guess they got him back in the third one. You know, you got Lupita in here. Like, damn, y'all should have really made the most of that. I feel like it was a missed opportunity again. Like, damn. One of the things I liked about The Quiet Place 3 is the fact that they introduced a new threat level, which was that there were so many more monsters or aliens in this one. In the first 2 movies, it was, you know, a few, maybe 3 or 4. Whole different ball game when the city is flooded with these things and you have to deal with it, and you have to learn in real time how to stay alive, adapt or die. Yeah, and that makes me think about another thing too. We didn't really get to see the learning curve established in this movie. We didn't really get to see how things played out. So basically, the alien invasion happens, all hell breaks loose, you know what I'm saying? Lupita gets knocked unconscious during an explosion. When she wakes up to Djimon's hand covering her mouth, basically telling her to be quiet, don't make a sound. I wish we would have been able to see the events that took place while she was unconscious, because when she wakes up, basically everybody in the world knows now to be quiet and they won't get killed. I feel like it would have been better if we see people learn in real time how making noise, making sounds is going to draw the monsters to them to be killed, you know what I'm saying? I wish they would have put that in there. I also wish we would have seen more soldier scenes, you know, the soldiers trying to go against the aliens, not knowing what they are, not knowing what they're capable of. I think that would have been cool too. Another missed opportunity. Hey, but I did like how the movie intensified sound, whether it was complete noise or it was complete silence, like nothing at all. They did a really good job with that. I liked how the characters were smart enough to use nature to their advantage. So if the monsters are around you and it's thundering and raining, lightning outside, wait until lightning strikes, wait until there's thunder in order to make your little move so you don't be hurt by the monster. Like, I thought that was cool. Alright, I was trying to get all the positive stuff out the way first before I got to my main issue with this movie. Like, my major con with this movie would be Lupita's motivational factor. Like, the reason she goes from point A to point B, encountering all this alien invasion stuff, doesn't really sit well with me. Like, I'm not buying it. Like, I understand what her character was going through at that time. I won't say much because I don't want to spoil it. She's navigating a certain circumstance. I'll just leave it at that. And she wants a certain thing, whether it's for like nostalgia purposes or whatever, but it just seems cheap to me. It doesn't seem like good writing. Like, okay, let's say that you did get to this place. Let's say you did get to this destination. It's an alien invasion going on outside. What, you think they're gonna be open today? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make sense to me. That it killed the rest of the movie to me, or at least for me. And I didn't buy it. I didn't like that. It's like, as the movie goes along and the characters progress and the character arcs do their thing, like, okay, we follow that, but in the back of your mind, it's like, okay, Lupita is trying to get here for that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, for this, I don't want to spoil it, but it's that part right there, it killed the movie for me. Like, for me, I didn't like that. Yeah, it's like, man, so far the Quiet Place franchise has done a good job dealing with realism and practicality, but with Lupita's character, realistically, I don't think that people would be, or she would be, focused on that if in real life alien invasion was to happen. Like, you would not be focused on that. But I mean, whatever, I digress. Do what you want to do. And another thing, that cat would have got you killed, because realistically, that cat would have made some type of noise, purr, meow, something. You're not having that cat with you this whole time and surviving. But I ain't tripping on that though either. That's fun. I'm not mad at that. If I had to rate A Quiet Place Day One and categorize it, I would probably give it a 6 out of 10, and it's a one and done. If we just being honest, I'm not completely mad at this movie. Certain things fell apart, but I don't necessarily have to go see it again, and I wouldn't pay to go see it again. So yeah, for me, one and done, 6 out of 10. And here we go with some more fun facts. Lupita was afraid of cats in real life, and she had to actually undergo therapy in order to fulfill her role in this movie. Lupita said one of the most fun and exciting things about making this movie was learning how to communicate messages without words. She said the smallest gesture or body language or mannerism could change the entire context of a scene. So I thought that was cool. And Patsy's Pizzeria is considered by many to be the originator of New York style pizza. So the more you know. Yo, so those are my thoughts on A Quiet Place Day One. 6 out of 10, one and done. I'm not really mad at this movie, but it wasn't good enough for me to go revisit it. So yeah, man, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you've seen the movie, leave a comment on what you thought about the movie. And don't forget to suggest your favorite movie or any movie in the comments, and I'll check it out and review it for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.